Carl Feynman said, when I imagine the connection machine, I imagine this cloud of lights and they're all like blinking as they send their messages to each other. And so we said, okay, well, we want to make the internal workings of the machine visible to the outside world. But if you're dealing with a function that's inherently invisible, like electronics, then it doesn't tell you anything because it could be any board, it could be any chip, it could be any cable. That's not unique. So then I said, okay, every single chip had to have a status light connected to it. So we just moved those lights from being next to each chip to being on the edge of the board that was on the outside, made the doors translucent, not transparent, because if it's translucent, then they're glowing mysteriously through this door.
Such drama.
It increases the drama. And you're not saying, oh, yeah, there's boards and cables. You're saying there's some sort of mysterious lights that are blinking and glittering in there.
It's thinking.
It's thinking. And, it was kind of a metaphorical electronic brain when you think of the brain with its convoluted structure. People told me they would sneak into the computer room after hours and the connection machine would just be sitting there blinking mysteriously like a electronic brain.
That's beautiful. I love that.
But it picked up on a lot of images that we all had floating around in our heads from science fiction movies and from a shared culture of techno-optimism, of thinking, yes, we can build a machine that improves things, extends the range of what we can do as human beings. Let's hope that it doesn't take a wrong turn. But Danny was also thinking about that. And he said, okay, let's make it not any taller than you. And I'm 5'3", So he said, make it as tall or smaller than you, because then for your generic white male, which is the main customer base we have to aim at here, it'll be smaller than them. It'll be beneath their eye level, and it'll feel like a member of the family rather than an overlord. So we were also very conscious of this because even in 1984, 85, the HAL computer of 2001, A Space Odyssey was still the most dominant image of an AI. And of course, it was an AI that went wrong and killed the humans because it perceived the humans as endangering the mission. And that's still the fear that we carry with us. Now, we tend to know that it's the humans who create the AI to harm humans.